Firstly, tell us a little bit about Arrivista and why you started it.
So Arrivista is my company. It launched in 2019 and it is, I always say it's beyond me. It is a gift from God. So the reason why the Arrivista Planner was created was to help women like you, myself, gentlemen, everyone around the world find, engage, and share their purpose by being intentional with their time and talents. And you can only do that when you sit down, set a vision, create goals, and actually execute them. So that is that's the brainchild behind the execution of the Arrivista Planner.
So out of all the things that you could have created, why did you decide to create a planner?
So I have been an avid planner user since I was 10. I am one of those geeks that like by June, July, I have my planner for the forthcoming year. And so a couple of years ago, probably around 2017, my cousin flew in from California and she had joined a sorority and had a planner. And so she showed me her planner. And literally when I saw the planner, I kid you not, I could visualize the person that created the planner. Like I knew what she looked like, I knew she was Southern, I knew she had 2 kids, I knew she had a little brown bob. I could see her. And in that moment, I realized there was nothing like that for Black women. And so that's how the planner was birthed. The aesthetic is the way that it is because my parents are from Ghana, so Black Star Power all day, every day. And I realized that I'm an avid traveler. And I realized that when you travel, you're able to see so much of the culture within different elements of their design. So if you go to Portugal, Portuguese tile has now become American Black splash, and it's like, you know, on the floors and all of that. Whereas Ankara print, you think to yourself, like, why don't we see it everywhere? And of course, this is before the advent of Black Panther and everybody, you know, representing. So I wanted the planner to have that bold, vibrant, just like in your face, powerful aesthetic. And that's why they're all Ankara print and they change every year. So it's always fresh. It's a vibe. So that's why it was created in terms of the way that it looks.
When people use Arrivista, what's one thing that you want them to walk away with?
So I have seen the Arrivista Planner change people's lives. I think it's really important. It's a skill that's often not taught when it comes to just the game of life. You think life is just about making random decisions, and it's not. You have to really be strategic about what it is that you're here for. Now, me, myself, personally, I'm a person of faith, so everything to me is really involved with what it is that you're actually going to put here for. Like, what did God create you for? And there's something that you can do, she can do, he can do, I can do that no one else can do. And society suffers when we don't actually engage in our purpose. And so I want people to walk away understanding that you are built for something greater than yourself. And when you are strategic and take time to actually plan out and envision what it is that you have, whatever it is that God has for you, and actually sit down, put pen to paper, not your cell phone, but actual pen to paper, and write it out and stick to it, that you will accomplish those goals. So,
are Bible verses embedded all over the pages of your planner? Can you tell us why that is paramount?
So it's kind of a long story. I'll try and truncate it as much as possible. But when I started the planner, initially none of it was there. I knew I wanted it to be more impactful, but I didn't know how to do so. So I actually went on a fast. I went on a fast for a week, and by the end of the week, it was a Friday, I sat down at my kitchen table, and in the course of a Lauryn Hill album, it was The Miseducation, it played, what was it, an hour and a half? Every single Bible verse, the theme, the quotes, all of it was there. And that's what I do every year, and every year he gives it to me. So for those Arrivistas who are, you know, they're OG Arrivistas as we call them, they know the themes change every year. The Bible verses change every year because the message that I'm told to bring forth changes every year. So, and it's an actual cyclical, it's a cycle. I'm not gonna give too much, but it will come to an end and we start over again. But that is what it is. That's why it's paramount, because for me, yes, it's great to have cute quotes, but when you're grounded in the word of the Lord, honey, I mean, come on now, what can we say? The word is living and powerful, okay? It changes lives. So it was paramount for me that it was in there, and he continues to make himself evident and really show off every single year.
Throughout, starting your journey, what is the most challenging part about running your business?
Everything. I think people often, I just did an interview about this, I think people often feel like, okay, whether you're product-based or service-based, I'm going to do this thing, it's going to pick up, and that's going to be it. But I don't think what people realize is that you are now the social media manager, you are customer service relations, you are your own booking agent, okay, you are your packaging agent, you are shipping, you're all of these various things. Oh, don't forget your photo shoots. Don't forget all of these marketing, you're all of these things that you may not be trained for. And it can be extremely taxing very quickly if you don't know how to pace yourself, if you're unable to align with the right people. Being a solopreneur for quite a while and now being able to build a team is a beautiful thing, but for a while you're doing it on your own. And so being able to really juggle all of those different hats can be extremely difficult. And so it's no wonder that you hear businesses start and fail in 3 to 5 years, because the burnout is intense if you don't know how to mitigate all of that stress. So I would say being really able to understand that you are really wearing all the different hats in your business is imperative when you start, and then learning how to build a team and learning how to communicate those things to your team is important. So it's a lot of work, but if you're passionate about it and you're called to it, you're going to be successful.
A sole team, or a sole, on your own, and before you started your team?
Until I would say I'll say this. I always had people help, like my mom, my dad, like my sister, my boyfriend at the time was helping, now husband. They're always there, like to bounce ideas off of them. I'm going to an event, they can be there to help me set up or be there to help me sell the planners, things of that nature. But the core team, like now that I'm building, I would say honestly the past 6 months. So if I launched in 2019, we're about to turn 4 in a few weeks. So 3.5 years, it was me, everything is in your mind. You're trying to implement it and grind and do all those things. So I would say, about 3.5 years or so.
So what has contributed the most to the success of Arrivista?
What has contributed the most to success? Outside of being super prayerful and listening and paying attention, being able to flip on a dime. I think I'm so tired of the word pivot because I think it was super overused during COVID, but it is what it is. But you have to learn how to shift and shift quickly. I think that the boldness of the planner, the message behind it made it unique. But outside of that, you have to understand your market. And so me being able to process, let me back up. I think when people start something, right, you think to yourself, oh, my family loves me, my friends love me, it's gonna be a hit, I'm a well-liked person, it's gonna just do its thing. For most people, I don't think that's the case. You really have to, outside of the people that you know, they're not going to be your number 1 customers, which is a shocking fact that people, I think, have to come to terms with. It's not going to usually be the people closest to you. They're going to be complete strangers that have your back. So understanding how to tap into that market was extremely beneficial for me. For me, it was vending. And for those who don't know what vending is, it's the proper name for doing a pop-up shop. Being able to go to events and hustle and get those done made all the difference for me. So when I first launched, I was literally doing probably 2, 3, 4 in a weekend, because then you're able to actually meet people. You get feedback. You're able to explain the vision of the planner. If you just saw it online, you might think to yourself, oh, that's cute, and keep moving. But when I talk to you about it and you hear about it, you understand the vision behind it, and you meet me and you touch it and you flip through the pages and you see it, you're more apt to actually, want to pick it up. So for me, that was imperative. And then building the online community and then building the online audience, all of that has led to a successful planner.
So knowing what you know now, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Ooh, saucy question. What would I do differently? I really don't think I would do much differently. I think that because this wasn't my first venture, I launched a few things before, and I know the power of a team. I always say, if you can start with one, that's great. But everyone doesn't have your vision, everyone doesn't have the time. And some things you're called to do on your own. And I believe that was the case this time. And so now it's the team is coming to fruition. So I don't think there's anything I would change. I think that I was intentional. I took longer to create than I wanted to. I actually wanted to come out sooner. I wanted to debut the product sooner, but my GG was like, if it's not ready, it's not ready. Give it an extra year, really sit with it. And I'm glad she told me that, because it made all the difference. Being coming out the gate with a high level of excellence, I think it is great. That's not everyone's story. And I know that as you grow, you're able to build upon what you're creating. So I think that's good. But for me, I don't think I would change anything. It's been a nice little journey. I like it. It's been cute. It's only up from here, so I'm with it.
What is the future of Arrivista?
The sky's the limit, baby. The future, I want to expand into, what do I want to say? I don't even know. What do I want to say? Some things you don't keep secret, buttons up. But I want to expand, expand not only in paper goods, but in the things that we use every day. As I said earlier, why should our print not have the same versatility that Portuguese style does? So just be on the lookout. We're gonna bring all of this to the forefront. You're gonna want to see it in your homes and in your kitchens and wherever. So that's what I'm thinking. But
So what would 10-year-old Grace say to Grace now?
I'm proud of you, sis. You did a great job. Everything that you said you wanted to do, it may not have looked the way that you initially anticipated it, but you're doing a great job. You're killing it. Keep going. And I know that there are some more big things in the works. So I would say that 10-year-old Grace is proud of 15-year-old Grace. Because Black women, we don't age now. Okay? We stay 15 forever. No, 21. Because we got to drink. 21.
Question. What's your favorite thing about being an entrepreneur?
My favorite thing about being an entrepreneur is being able to take an idea that was in your mind and bring it to fruition. I absolutely love it. So something that you thought could never be done or you've not seen it, you create it. It's like right there in front of you. And other people are able to enjoy it and touch it and feel it and talk about it, promote it, and like really be a part of the community is so dope to me. So yeah, being able to create something.
Hey everyone, I'm Grace SZN, also known as Gigi, and I'm the creator and founder of Voila, the Arrivista Planner, and I am chilling hard with Dream Team International.